Hi, I'm Kate from Genie, and I am interviewing Daisy Chute ahead of the Jam Festival. Hello, Daisy.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
No worries. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, I am enjoying this slight sunny weather that we're having now, and looking
Hmm.
forward to summer and looking forward to gigging again in person because I can't. I've been missing it. It's been a
Yeah.
year since
Um,
we've been able to do gigs
yeah.
as usual. So
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, it's obviously been a really crazy 12 months for everybody, and nobody could have predicted that any of it was going to happen. So
mm.
tell me what you've been up to over the last 12 months and how you've had to adapt.
Sure, yeah. So I mean, fairly quickly, I like started doing live streams around this time last year when all of the gigs were cancelled. I had quite a few gigs coming up, and I had like a summer full of festivals, and I was going to be going touring and going to America, and then of course nothing could happen. So
Yeah.
and but I managed to do lots of live streams, and a lot of the festivals I was booked for, like Glastonbury and Cambridge Folk Festival and these kinds of places, they did online versions, so I did like online shows for them, and that was at least better than nothing,
Hmm.
and we've been able to connect online with more people internationally, which has been a really lovely thing. So I've managed to kind of build a bit more of a following and connect with my fans on an international scale, which I wouldn't have been able to do in the same way had I just been touring. So there's a bit of a silver lining with that.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I've been busy. I've been doing as many gigs as I would have, doing as many live streams as I would have been doing gigs, I think. In
Hmm.
fact, some weeks even more than my usual. One week I did 13 live
Oh
streams,
wow.
which I don't think I would have managed it if they were gigs. So,
Yeah.
so that's been kind of cool to have that kind of thing. But yeah, it's been a weird time. Like I know
Hmm.
everybody has dealt with it differently, and for some artists, it's been make or break for them. And if they
Hmm.
can even, it's already hard enough being an artist financially, and just in all the other ways you have to kind of balance your business, and you
Hmm.
have to you have to do so many different aspects of the business. So
Yeah.
I think it's already hard as it is, but then bring on a, a worldwide pandemic, and it's like even doubly harder. So I've been one of those people who kind of has kept busy and
Yeah.
just to kind of stay sane, I think. But a
Yeah.
lot of people have done the opposite. They've kind of just switched off totally, which is also a different way of dealing with it, and equally valid. But yeah, I've managed to try and use the time as best I can, and connect with people through the live streams and
Um,
through songwriting as well. So I've been able to have a bit more time to songwrite, which has been good. So
yeah, yeah, I guess that's really
yeah.
nice. So probably a bit of a silly question, but have you missed live performances?
Absolutely, absolutely. Live streams are still kind of live performances, but they're not.
Hmm.
They don't feel the same. You're not in the room
Yeah, you can't
with.
like see the crowd as such.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have that same connection, and it's more casual as well. So like you're not, you're if you're doing like a set, you often are with the band maybe, which is I miss that so much. I miss having other musicians here to play with. And just that kind of energy in the room, the adrenaline, the kind of the night out, the experience of it, both being somebody watching and like enjoying my own favorite artists, as well as being on stage, like having that feel of that collective like feel of a room, and just I'm just generally quite a social person, so I miss just going out and having drinks with friends and just meeting new people. And we're kind of stuck in the loop at the moment without being able to change any of the routine. So
Hmm.
I'm definitely looking forward to the gig world, not only as a musician but also just as somebody
Hmm.
who likes to go to gigs. So
So on the kind of topic of adapting, you're one of the artists that's performing in our virtual Jam Festival, which is Genie in partnership with Amplify X and Multiview Media, hence the name. So
yes.
are you excited to showcase your track for us?
Absolutely, yes. And I love Jeannie so much that you've been so supportive of artists and of me, and I'm very grateful for these opportunities to showcase to more people, and work with wonderful people like yourself. So thank you so much for having me, and I'm very excited. Yeah, I think these showcases, these festivals are so important, and they kind of they just keep us going. They give us fuel as artists to like continue and to stay motivated and to continue to connect with people. So thank you. And I'm really looking forward.
And we're really looking forward to having you as well. Um,
Thank you.
so which artists would you say have influenced you the most?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Hmm.
there's so many different artists that I love. I'm really influenced by like older artists, like from the 60s and 70s, because I'm a bit of an old soul, and I love my kind of old acoustic songs. And so, you know, artists like Joni Mitchell and that kind of world, you know, Carole King, those kinds of artists I love, those like real songwriters, you know, and
Mhm.
just incredible lyricists, incredible performers, and just, you know, the kind of singer songwriters that began that whole trend of singer songwriters. So
Mhm.
that they definitely have influenced me probably most of all. But I love all the more recent music that I've been enjoying from folk and Americana artists, because I consider myself folk and Americana in terms of my style of music.
Yeah.
I've got lots of different influences though, but that's sort of how I categorize, I suppose. And there's loads of amazing that's amazing movement both in Britain and in America. You know, with Americana music and new exciting artists. I really love Laura Marling as somebody who's like a more recent artist, and artists like First Aid Kit and the
Mhm.
Staves, and those just like beautiful harmonies.
Yeah.
I was actually in a harmony group for a while, so I love vocal harmonies. I'm always drawn to them. So yeah, that kind of thing. The more recent folk music like that, but also the old acoustic classic singer songwriters from the 60s and 70s.
And finally, what is your best advice for new and upcoming artists? So you're just getting started. What would kind of something you wish you'd known, for example?
Oh, hmm. That's yeah, I wish something I'd wish I'd known.
Or just your best advice that you can think of?
Well, I think actually, you know, don't sit on your songs for years and years. Like I've done that before, and they don't ever do anything when they're just sitting in your drawer, you know, like get them out there, you know, whether it's trying them out at gigs or, you know, just releasing like a demo thing on SoundCloud or something. Just get them out there, because you never know, you know, it's really hard to know how the songs are until other people kind of are part of it, you know. And it's important for you as a songwriter to get those out there, and to continue writing and not sort of hoarding your songs, you know. And so that's one thing I've definitely loved about this year is I've kind of broken down my own my own kind of self-consciousness about songwriting and the songwriting process, and letting people in on that, you know. And actually fans have really loved hearing the songs as they've been as they've been written, as like
Yeah.
I add another verse, or, you know. And so actually, yeah, don't worry, show all your workings out, just get it out there. And I think don't wait for anything, just get going, I think
Yeah.
is my advice. Yeah.
I think that's really good advice. So thank you for your time today,
Thank
Daisy.
you.
We're really looking forward to the Jam Festival. So everyone make sure they stream it on Genie on April 10th.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.